Hey guys, this is Tigers coming back to you with part 8 of Spider-Man 2. So today we're going to be literally carrying on from where we got up to, and as you can see at the end of part 7, we've done 37% of the progress.
After that, I don't know.
And so there's one one benefit of me essentially not streaming every day is I no longer feel like what content do I need to do additional streams. I need to stream every time, even if I'm not feeling 100%. Downside, I cannot remember where we got, like, what we did. Granted, I said the same last time and it all started to come back to me in about 30 seconds, and it's like, hold on, yeah, we got rid of the suit and all that lot. Also, guys, if you did miss yesterday's stream, I did stream Overwatch, like,
listeners, you know,
rank climbing, and the less we speak about the better, because yes, it did go that bad.
I take no pleasure in delivering.
We played 4 games. I did 4 games and lost all 4. 2 in open, 2 in roll.
Now we can all agree these vigilantes need to be brought to justice.
Although, rewatch go back and rewatch it if you want to know fully why and all that lot, because it would take the whole length to explain how.
Now their track record speaks for itself.
Wait, what is that?
Looks
mysterious.
I will be the last person to say.
I should let Miles know.
How I literally, essentially, had like the worst luck in the world. Is the way I'm going to put it. But at the end of the last stream, we got the suit off, we got the symbiote off, and we're taking it back to corners, so it can be gotten rid of permanently. But if anyone knows anything about the suit, Pete takes it off, and it usually ends up on Eddie Brock, who is usually Pete's nemesis. Did they not repair that damage short? Again, don't do it again. No, it's not skipping the cutscene. But if anyone remembers, at the end of Spider-Man PS4, am I going to have to go back to Miles just to double check that at some point? But at the end of the final boss of Spider-Man PS4 is against Dr. Octavius, and if I remember correctly, it's on top. Yeah, it's on top of like the Oscorp building, and Otto does destroy a few things, like a few of the towers up there. I thought they would have repaired that, and because it's been like, I don't want to say it's been years, but it's been a little like, it's been years for us, but like between it, like 2018 to 2023, that's 5 years. But it's been a good while since.
We finally got it off. My hero. Harry. We've got to destroy it. It's too dangerous. I don't want you to lose yourself. Like I did. Pete. Please. You don't understand. Connor said it was... I saved your life? You won't save mine? Do you want me to die?
Yeah, sorry about this, guys, but and Pete's choice, like, if I was in that, like, if I had to make that choice, where I could save my best friend by giving him the symbiote that would take over him, turn him into a psychopath that could kill her, because Pete was starting to turn into a case of, why shall we spare my enemies? Then, yeah, I would 100% say, Harry, I'm so sorry, we're looking for a different cure, but I can't. I morally can't. But it does get taken out of Pete's hands. Like, he gets knocked back and it bonds back with Harry. But the symbiote sort of feeds on hate. And at this point in time, for the last little while, Harry's been...
Harry, are you... Oh, God.
Harry's sort of been hating on the fact that, like, because of Pete, he's dying. But again, Harry made a choice to save Pete.
Harry.
You can sort of still see some less slimy details.
No! Don't hurt him!
Osborn out of the way!
Stop! Non-lethal! Just get it off of him!
Not non-lethal, lethal. Although, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm so thankful to the game developers, the people who worked on this game, for this one specific thing. Guys, normally you don't get to play as the bad guy, the villain. Normally you don't. The closest that I thought you would get to basically playing as a symbiote being the equivalent bad guy would be Pete going off the rockers. But no, you get to play as Venom. And he's a little bit different compared to when Pete got it, like, he can't web sling, but he's essentially got enhanced strength. Also, guys, when like streaming and all that, like making content, I don't like to essentially talk much. Like, I try to stay on topic and like the game I want about, but I mention it now just because it makes the most sense to. Considering like 5 minute series is a bit more like does a bit better than the art Minecraft does. I'm so thankful that I got to the 100-day mark in New Avengers like this week when I did, because quite simply, guys, Ark had a new update. That was essentially a new update to a... I'm going to pronounce this wrong, it's about the Astratus map. And essentially bringing it up to Unreal Engine, like updating the Unreal Engine and all that a lot. And when, like, Wildcard aren't to blame for this. But when they did, Ark mods and a few other things essentially saying, hey, we're going to say F you, and they've not been working since the update came out. Now the people behind this, which I believe, I think it's Forge something, they're working on trying to fix it. But same point, it's like, why couldn't it have just been a good update? Like, because typically what happens with Ark is, they release an update, it'll be something cool, new, a new map, or just a new update. But there will be so many problems. But for once there wasn't. And guys, it's not even a problem, apparently it's not a problem on PC, it's only a problem on console. Which means I've not had a chance to play the new stuff on that, because anytime I go to load onto a world on Ark, it's like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, your mods aren't up to date and all that one. It's like back into Survival wouldn't be a problem. Didn't have access to them, didn't use them. But almost, like, I'd probably say majority of our Survival Ascended players who play on console probably do some mods. Like, to me, the most, like, the ones I use are things like the three that come to mind instantly are Snatch and Steal. It's sort of like things like Pegasus and like Pelagonuses and all that lot, like stealing your stuff, because that can be annoying.
Watch your hands! What did you do to him?
a color thing that basically increases like the colors and all a lot of creatures. A better breeder mod I've got. Two creature ones. I've also got a two creature one because I always find it annoying where like I will die and it'll be a way too much of an inconvenience to get back to where I was, or I won't remember where I died. And literally got a perfect example of this because guys, I'll talk more about this in Monday's New Adventures episode. But as I said like beforehand, I was gonna go get the dog variants out of episode. I was only missing 4 of them, and I've done that now. But I had to travel stupidly far to get them. And there was no way I was getting all the way back by walking. So yes, I did fly that. I will go all over this on Monday's episode. And there's a kind of a unique trick you can do with boats. That basically, with boats, you can basically, when flying, they essentially fly through the air. And when they're flying through the air, some points they can, like, depending on how fast you go, and they can get launched. This just reminds me of being, like, the Hulk chases in, like, Black Widow in Avengers 1. But yeah, they can get launched, and I several times had to stop and be like, where the hell did that boat get launched? I probably will show it off in Monday stream too. But yeah, back to talking about Spider-Man. So I was like, guys, this is apparently there's some sort of glitch that allows you to then continue to play as Venom. But like I'm surprised they even give him like standard abilities and you just go. You'll just be able to like tap it out and brute everything. But like, it's not the only time you get to play as Venom. There is a little boss fight that you get to play as Venom as. Now, anyone who can guess who that boss fight is, feel free to. If you can't, you won't have to wait long. Venom has essentially a boosted jump, like a hyper jump sort of thing. Tendril sort of like boost him up a bit. What I want to know is why the hell when you guys come to this patch and like your blockers are blocking him, why on the hell could you not just, you know, just kill patch guns that work? Like when I first did this, and maybe the second time when I played for this, and then I did my channel, like I had to like redo like the whole like jump shift, like this parkour jumping thing every time, because all it takes is a slip or a missed jump. Also, if you don't finish them all on the back wall, they go back down and finish them. But yeah guys, this is like one of the, I think one of the only games that I've played where like you get to play instead of as the bad guy. Also, yes, guys, they basically did do what they did in Spider-Man PS4, where it's like, oh look, here's Mr. Negative, here's the big bad, and full on show him off like the big bad and all that lot. And then in reality, like the big bad ends up being like Dr. Octopus. Yay, they do it here too. Like the interesting thing, there's no way he wasn't. But I found his fault, like the first time playing through it and all that lot, like it's like, oh great, like this is villain. So it's not one of the typical like people like Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, all that lot.
Please.
Yeah, he's dead. Ravens. Now that's doing a lot of damage for him.
Harry, I'm begging you! Stop! They're going to kill you out there! I can't lose you too!
Now, like any, normal person, running, trying to avoid getting hit by bullets, and then jumping on a helicopter and just sending it crashing in downtown New York. Guys, just a little heads up, he's just dealt with Norman Osborn's, like, sorry, like, personal security. Like, security has to keep everybody out of Oscorp. At this point, I don't know why they are.
No, something else.
Also, these hunters are like the dumbest things in the world. They see the same black sort of slimy thing, it's like, is it a spider? And they see this thing and it's like, no, it's something else, it's fat. It's like, no, it's the same thing. Craven, if I remember correctly, just go, it's like, yeah, it's you again, sort of like thing. You know, dudes that we struggled with a bit, is even with the symbiote as Pete. Kraven's just, not Kraven, Venom's just sort of at him for lunch. Okay, where are they? Oh. Well, they weren't shooting, so it's like, where the hell are they?
On the way. Show us.
How did you not even Kraven's first kill? Yeah, how did you not even his first kill said line? Cratch's Kraven's spear. He knew he would. He bombed it. As any normal person would. Any normal person would be trying to find a cure for what he's going through. No, Kraven wants to die a man. And I'm slightly being sarcastic on that. They're both being idiots in this case. I think Kraven's been trying to draw out for the longest time. The most annoyingest fight, probably no. One of the most annoying fights in this game.
We were separated because of you.
That's all.
Probably gonna regret using them so early. I hate when they give character invisibility powers in Spider-Man games because it makes them so much more annoying.
Fire and blood. Will you give it to me? You destroyed our work, hurt our friends. Then come, let your vengeance feast upon my flesh.
Guys, I did it in the first symbiote battle, I'm doing it again. Like, I'm not doubting that it's possible. You know what, no.
Separated because of you.
That's all.
But yeah, guys, again, this is like a two-part fight. Like, unlike a Spider-Man where you have the option to sort of swing around. You don't, and you also don't gain much ability to heal off.
Drenched in fire and blood. Will you give it to me? You destroyed our work. No!
I don't want this to take, you know, hours.
Separated because of you.
That's all. Excellent.
Guys, it's only the Kraven fights in this game that I think are annoying, and which is good. Like, I do overall like a challenge.
You destroyed
Ow! Just because at this point I'm being petty.
You destroyed our work, hurt our friends. Come, let your vengeance feast upon my flesh. Make this my final hunt, the end of all things. Yes! How fast are you?
Like, Kraven's one of those fights where, depending on the difficulty, he's either hard, a pain, or easy.
I only wish there were more of you.
Technically. But yeah, he literally cuts off Levin's tongue. It does regrow, but he would still feel that.
Yes, you will be my final hunt, and I shall be your first.
You're not really its first. Does Kraven not know who the thing is?
Let us show the world what death should be. You want death? Then give up. I want it to be worthy of me. Do you know what it's like to have your body betray you? Weakness will not claim me. If I am to die soon, I will die.
Guys, we're close. And only because we're close. Damn it. Annoyingly, guys, I wouldn't have a problem doing these on like full max health, like sort of shit. Never mind. I was expecting it to tell us back down to the first part, because it normally does.
Yes, you will be my final hunt, and I shall be your first.
No, you're not at first. That honor goes to the hunters.
You want death? Then give up. I want it to be worthy of me. Do you know what it's like to have your body betray you?
Yes, Harry does.
Will not claim me. If I am to die soon, I will die roaring.
Like I said before, guys, I get why Kraven is essentially going through any means to essentially, and it feels fair.
I
I
have
get-
conquered every land and tamed nature itself.
Like, I get completely why Kraven would rather go down to an opponent, to a worthy opponent, than to have his body fail him. One way he goes down in glory, the other he goes down because what, he's dying. So anyone who does like stuff like this sort of does freak them out or like makes them like start feeling a bit sticky, I suggest you would look away. Does slightly get a bit gruesome. Like, I won't go into detail what he is gonna do, but that tongue is getting ready and that mouth is starting to open. Now, unlike any normal person, which I'm quickly going to discuss, unlike any normal person in that position, just one about to kill him, they would sort of just stab straight through the heart, like, pierce the body. Venom, he decides to have some lunch. This is when he, like, you look back if you've looked away. This is when he does start to realise, holy shit, what have I done? Like, Harry's still in somewhat control considering Emily Osborn, he comes to his own mother's grave.
Mom.
Beloved wife and mother.
did I just do?
Don't be scared, honey. You finally have the power to do what we've always wanted. We're going to heal the world.
How?
Let me show you.
Now, guys, if anyone has seen Season 6, the first half of Season 6 of The Flash, where his name was Ramsey, which is essentially trying to heal the world by essentially turning everyone into the equivalent of mindless zombies. Welcome to what it looks like when it's done properly. I don't get how any of that was doing that. By any of that, I mean all of them. Yeah, Venom could potentially pull that thing up.
We're going to heal everyone.
In reality, I don't know whether he does do what, like, was just shown. It does all happen at some point, but, like, I don't get how. Spider-Man just about crawling out and getting slammed into a wall and several different pipes.
Harry. What did you do?
Like, Pete should have waited for... Like, Pete should have headed up,
Find
got
you.
close to, like, the Oscorp building. Like, what's literally happened and what's about to all happen now wouldn't have happened if Peter's
Our
like,
EMF badges were RS.
hey, Connors, I'll meet you there, let me know when you're there and I'll swing by. Connors goes, hey, yeah,
Harry's
here,
still
cleared
wearing
out the
his
lab, no
badge.
one's here,
I
pops
can use
by,
Oscorp satellite
boom,
dishes to
boom,
find him.
done.
Please be
Symbiote
wearing
gone.
that badge.
Only Craven left.
Great. Getting a strong signal that way. Time to move.
Now, we'll sort this, and then there was something I did say I wanted to do that I've not done yet, and
This signal is moving around. It's gotta still be on Harry. I was such a jerk to Harry when I had that suit. I need to find him, apologize, and try to get through to him. Closing in on you, buddy. Help's on the way. Hang in there. We'll get this thing off you. And I'll work with your dad and Dr. Connors to get you fixed up. Somehow.
annoying, kind of funnily even, like, he wouldn't actually help Pete. But one of the people who could help is Otto.
The signal stopped moving. Stay there, buddy. Let's pinpoint his location a bit more. He's got to be under that overpass.
Just when we head in there, what is Pete's, like, actual plan? Like, he saw what Harry was, so is he just going to charge straight into and hoping that he doesn't get, you know, chucked back into another wall?
Yes, there you are. Harry? It's me. Hey, Harry. Can you hear me? Listen.
Now,
we're
the
gonna
Harry
figure out
lost
a
some
cure.
weight.
Something better.
Or,
Harry? You're not... Kind of miss having that extra symbiote strength right now.
nah, what Harry's plan to heal the world is turn everyone into a symbiote.
Harry, turn these getting them! Looks like I freed one of them. Just stay calm. Don't move. You'll be okay. I hope. These things are brutal. You're gonna need Miles'
They're
help.
gonna. We're gonna work on Harry while he was currently a teammate.
Tell me something good.
Miles, there's trouble with Harry. He got the suit back, and it changed him. He's turning people into symbiotes somehow. I'm holding my own. It's like punching molasses. We gotta find a better way to get these things off of people. Call me. I gotta find Harry and stop him before this gets worse.
Technically speaking, you were beating up innocent people,
Sure you're
but
okay?
again, they weren't in control of our actions.
Miles, I need help with these things.
Yeah, full of idea of Spider-Man's secret
Sorry,
identity.
I've been looking for my mom. Assume you saw Craven's dead?
What? No.
You think it was Harry?
Maybe. Probably. We've got to stop him.
Okay, I've got an idea. When you were under the influence, certain sounds made you weak.
That bell. But we can't just carry it around.
No, but I have this mixing app on my phone. I can recreate the bell sonic elements. Then we can use it against Harry and his army.
That's genius. Glad you decided to study music tech.
Feel free to share that opinion with the college acceptance board. What's up,
Damn it.
Yankee?
There you are.
Okay, I'll have to wait till I
We
get past
were
this.
looking for you.
And I was looking for you. I texted you I was okay.
Well, I didn't get it because we've been on the subway looking for you.
We're glad you're okay. I'll ride with your mom back home. Can you meet us?
Gotta deal with something first, but I'll be there as soon as I can.
Basically, Miles is currently right now being like, I need to help Pete find a way to stop it. But like, he's worried about his mother. Like, he's just heard Pete say, symbiote attack.
Recreate the sound of Craven's bell.
And Miles remembers how strong Pete was in
What
that
sounds can I
suit.
use around here?
Pete. And Pete knows how strong Harry is.
Serious echo chamber. Could come in handy. That container looks promising. And if I drop it, I'll get some nice resonance.
I thought they would have mean, but there is something else.
recorded it. Whoa! Symbiotes! How'd they get uptown so fast? Sorry I punched you. Just stay down until I'm done here. Pete was right. These things are fierce.
So yeah, guys, so in Spider-Man PS4, like, sort of quiet anyway. Spider-Man PS4, like, you have, you know, Martin Lee and, you know, his whole group of Mary Ben being, like, his whole, like, the demons being sort of like the foot soldiers for that game. And Dr. Octavius becoming, you know, the big bad. In Miles Morales, you have Finn and then the Underground as being the foot soldiers.
Echo! Great Reaver!
And, you know, Underground being foot soldiers. In this, you have Kraven's men being like the foot soldiers and Kraven being one of the big bads, but then you have like the symbiotes being the final foot soldiers.
Perfect. Same shape as Kraven's bell. Even if it's a tenth the size. Maybe I can pilot the boat into that hangar. Almost. Need some Echo. There's the engine, but no power. Plenty of Echo in that hangar. Here we go. Yes, Super Echo recorded. Almost done. Just need a low frequency boost. With a pulse. Something like... a helicopter's blades. Gotta get up there.
I don't know why a helicopter's blades is the thing that he needs.
Need to get right up to the rotor. Yes, got it. Oh no, here come more. Where are they coming from? Spider-Man! Symbiotes follow me uptown. Could use your help.
I'm on my way. Did you get your sound?
Yeah, now it is...
Before I completely get my butt kicked.
Need to figure out how to weaponize
Just
it.
need to check more.
I've got a plan for that. Be there soon.
No, no swimming. Butt kicking time. See, those would have been really cool to get combo boosts in Miles Morales. Damn it. I wasn't even paying attention to my own health. Should have been.
Spider-Man! Symbiotes follow me uptown. Could use your help.
I'm on my way. Did you get your sound?
Yeah, now I just need to figure out how to weaponize it.
I've got a plan for that. Be there soon.
And who says you can't kick Chip's butt in, you know, Jordans? At least I'm presuming they're Jordans. What does it take to take out a symbiote? Do I actually have to fry them and shit you up? There you are. Take a swim.
Come on, Pete! Where are you?
Being the world's slowest swinger ever.
I'm here. What'd I miss?
Very funny. Let me transfer these sounds.
Hopefully this'll...
Come on! Go! Watch your back!
Whoa! Nice job, Miles! Now let's save these people!
Basically just the same tech I've been using on them. Benefits of New Game Plus.
We did it!
I dropped the pin for EMTs. They'll take care of these people.
Good thinking.
Subway is messed up. The train is totally stuck. Like goo on the windows.
Yankee?
Douglas Circle. There's a bunch of us.
Yankee, we're on our way.
Great.
Get here, mijo. I love you.
Love you too. Why is Harry doing this? Creating all these things.
I don't think Harry's the one doing it. At least not the Harry I know.
Then who is?
Wait, we can't?
Yeah. I'm no expert. But it
Damn
seems
it.
like it's trying to make itself a new home.
I have no idea what the, like... We start from last checkpoint? I presume it's because, like, the Miles character glitched.
We did it!
I dropped the pin for EMTs. They'll take care of these people.
Good thinking.
Subway is messed up. The train is totally stuck. Like goo on the windows.
Yankee?
Douglas Circle. There's a bunch of us.
Yankee, we're on our way.
Great.
Get here, mijo. I love you.
Love you too. Why is Harry doing this? Creating all these...
Oh, damn it.
I don't think Harry's the one doing
Basically,
it.
guys, it's one of those cases where the game's like, no, you have to go and do this now,
The symbiote?
and you can't have a second to go and do
I'm no
something that,
expert, but it
you
seems
know,
like it's trying to
close.
make itself a new home.
Harry? That's Harry?
Where'd he go? We'll We'll find
Why
a
did
way.
Harry jump away? Because he knew for a fact he would
Right
be
now,
to take both of
we
them.
need to save your mom and Genki. Watch yourself!
Harry looked a lot different than you did when you had the suit.
I think that would have been me eventually, if you hadn't saved me.
It would have.
Gotta check in with Mom and Genki.
Kind of. I reckon Pete potentially would have still been looking the same.
We gotta get in
Or at
there.
least still been able to web sling.
As soon as we clear the area.
What if they turned into one of these things?
Don't think about that. Let's just fight these things and get in there.
Kick to the face.
That's the right on time. That did it.
Spider-Man, it's you.
Yeah,
The doors are stuck.
we gotta move these tendrils somehow.
You need to hurry.
All these tendrils are alive and connected. There's got to be a central nerve somewhere.
Found it.
Bingo! Let's hit a nerve.
Pulling back.
But not enough. They're still trying to get into the trains. There's got to be another nerve cluster around here.
Oh, wow.
Too big for a single sonic burst. Think we can chain some together?
Yeah, but they'll need time to sync up.
How much time does it need?
Also, guys, what's about to happen is more of an annoyance personally because
How much
what
time?
basically happens is then basically a load of you just set up around the
Keep your
city,
spidey sense sharp. This
and
might
you
get
just need
wild.
to survive for like a few minutes to make sure nothing happens.
These things really don't want us here.
It's not hard. It's
Pete, they're near the heart. Nice.
it's again not hard. It's just more of an annoyance because the best thing to do is fight near them.
Close to the weapons.
But at the same point, that means you're literally waiting for a horde of them to come near you.
That's good. Don't want a combo deal?
Like I say, a minute doesn't sound like that long to
I know.
survive, but like that time soon adds up.
Almost there. Just need one more to sync.
Miles, can you hear it? Tentacles coming in the windows. It's trapping people.
Just hang on.
We see you. You can do it.
Keep it up. Just a little longer.
I don't like this. They're too close.
Nice shot. Just a few seconds longer.
We did it.
Let's get to your mom and Genki.
Spider-Man. You're okay. What happened?
I took your advice. I let go of some things that didn't serve me. Come on.
That really sucked. I thought I was gonna die. My life was flashing before my eyes.
You're good, man.
That time, when we went mini golfing for my birthday and I got that hole-in-one to win, I cheated. I could pick up the ball and dropped it in when you weren't looking, and
You were 8.
And honestly, I never liked the sandwiches you traded for at lunch, but I went along with it because I knew how much you loved my mom's banchan, and I'm seeing someone new, by the way. Her name's Andy, and she's great, and please don't kill me, but I just thought of a sequel for Sweet Nana.
Genki, can you stop spiraling?
Oh, she's real cool.
Thanks for saving us.
Look, I'm sorry I've been so busy. I'll do better. Make the time to hang out.
Be careful. Genki, let's get uptown. I'll make you something good for dinner.
Next step, find Harry.
And originally saying find Harry instead of saying
I'll take downtown. I got uptown.
finding Venom. He doesn't know Harry's Venom at this point.
Well, I'm looking for Harry. I should check in on some other things.
But yeah, like, he doesn't know the symbiote's gun by the name Venom at this point.
Genki? What's up?
Hey, Mr. Parker. You've been dealing with those fire cult guys, right? The followers of the flame?
Yeah.
I'm seeing reports on social media say they spotted a few of them on a rooftop in Brooklyn. I'll send you the details.
I'll check it out. Thanks, Genki.
Yeah, I knew there was one more mission for that flame stuff. Basically, guys, you don't unlock it until you get to this part of the game. It makes sense considering what happens, but it's kind of annoying. I'm still surprised to see the fact of, like, they willingly... Like, I don't know whether these are actual people or these just, like, made up names, like, but they willingly did.
Once the epicenter for New York tourism. Now, the scene of a...
I don't think they did it for all of them, but they did do a
Unless
good
you've been living
few.
under a rock, you've seen the photos released from Times Square, where we've learned Sergei Kraven, also known as Kraven, leader of the Hunt, has been brutally murdered by a monstrous unknown assailant. The most interesting piece of information to arise out of this catastrophe: the horrendous behemoth behind the homicide was sporting the same damn spider logo of New York's own Spider-Man. The day I've prophesied and rightly feared may have come to pass. Spider-Man has perhaps transformed into a merciless creature capable of apocalyptic levels of destruction. This is the result of unchecked power and unsupervised will. I'm sure that if this...
Jefferson Davis.
Doing my best to make you proud, Jeff.
If I remember the place, I'll come back up as Miles at some point.
Maybe Harry's back at his place. Can't hurt to check.
But say I give him credit for that, but like, you got like, is that Lucille Smith? And like Lucille Smith here, so apparently, there's also like 2 or 3 down there. apparently like 5 Lucille Smiths have lived in New York. Like, I get it, it's like, I'm kind of just making a dumb, like, they wanted to at least have him say something. So they probably did just pick a few people, like, a few people's names and, like, just write a few names. Am I gonna have to... Please tell me it's... Yeah.
Glad you couldn't see the last few days, May. Not my best.
In all honesty, if May Parker was still alive, you know, Aunt May saw what Peter had become, she probably would have slapped him a few times, being like, get your shit together, Pete. The city relies on you. And quite frankly, what Pete needed was what Miles did. Kicked his butt a few, like, taught him a very valuable lesson. Because at the end of the day, that was what he needed. That's the main mission. So no flagpole. Am I gonna have to glide? Am I gonna have to swing all the way down there? I think I am. Basically, just because I don't know how, it's like I'm not doing the main story because
Hunter's getting resupplied.
I wasn't not doing the main story because of time, because I've only just checked it and it's like, oh, it's that time, it's like got to that point already. Just because I don't want to accidentally trigger it. I don't know why, but swinging feels so slow. Now we're picking up speed. One thing I do kind of miss, and it could just be me being blind, is fast travel.
Osborn, are you okay?
I'm worried about Harry. I have no one else to talk to. He's, not himself right now. And it's all my fault.
It's mine, too. Harry told me about his treatment. I knew something was off, but I was just happy he was back.
I should have told him that more.
You still can. I'll let you know if I hear from him, Mr. Osborn.
Okay. I appreciate it, Peter.
Plus, the reason why I'm going to do this now is why it would make a lot more sense to do at the end of the game after all of it. I'm going to do this now. just know it's one of those things that I'm doing now just because...
Check out this color palette. Why didn't I ever think of this?
Like I say, just know I'm doing this now just because it's convenient. It'll take like 20-25 minutes to do. Compared to like the main story, like that's potentially going to lead into other stuff and...
Fireworks? Probably without a permit. I should warn those folks that that's illegal in New York.
Yeah, but we're not in, like, New York. We're in Williamsburg. Which, granted, probably do have the same laws.
No cultists. Looks like they're keeping watch on that scrapyard nearby. And there's some burned up papers about Oscorp. I better get down there.
Now, I imagine Yuri's potentially going to show up.
But this doesn't look like an Oscorp property. What are they...
The Crimson Hour won't be long now, my embers.
But I'm not 100% sure.
Can you feel it? The unworthy will. Soon enough.
All those innocent people. Gotta disable these bombs before they can hurt the civilians in those buildings. I can do this. So this is the Crimson Hour. Burning Brooklyn and everyone in it to the ground. Way too late to try to evacuate everyone. That rooftop bomb alone could take out the entire apartment building.
We all knew this day would come. Or at least the worthy. Nothing. The unworthy?
You'd think the unworthy in those buildings would have noticed
Their
this.
houses, walking the streets, ignoring the signs that we all see.
Go to see the enemy and not my foot, which currently feels like it is.
So much for the quiet approach. Gotta take them out before they detonate the bombs.
So, the fool's beacon has finally shown its face. Wonderful. My prophecy would have come true. Oh.
Considering the fact they know where I am.
Alright. The other cultists still don't know I'm here. Maybe I can be a little quieter from here on out.
Now, and I'll end you nice and quick.
So the weekend thinks he can win, huh?
Found him!
Don't y'all hold on a sec while I defuse these bombs? It's hard to focus on two things at once. Firing now!
Emperor, he does not win today. You know this. You are all destined to stop him. So do it.
Now I don't mind kicking all your asses.
The world will be cleansed of your filth!
There is always difficulty in bringing forth the truth, my
You do not really want to be having this battle with me right now, you lot.
Why are the bombs going offline?
Great. Yuri.
Yeah, I knew she'd show up. Hey, do not give Yuri credit for my work. I know what deserves to get toasted right now, it's me.
I take it you haven't changed your mind!
About saving lives? No! You?
Nope! Still not a fan of killing people!
See, in Who Defense, like, the reason I wanted to kind of do this with the symbiote, because I thought it would have been fun. Just him going, I'm gonna kick all your asses and all that lot, and like, it would have been funny if he starts getting angry, starts taking anger out on all of them. But obviously, considering this isn't out, like, this is not like a story mission or anything.
I couldn't find where the flame is broadcasting from.
We can find him together when we're done here!
You can look for my lighter. Stole it at the hospital. Didn't even warm up. Well, you burn, Ray.
Oh, that's it. A van's not gonna save you.
Something's off. Tonight is what the flame's been waiting for. He should be here.
If you're going to leave, just leave!
Pete's got a point. He doesn't think she's gonna stick around to take the couch with the rest.
Not a chance!
No, Master.
No, they're no match for Spider-Man.
This doesn't have to get ugly again!
Hold on, really?
You think a flame can stop the flame? Get me out of this!
Who's left?
Do it? Did we actually do it? Oh, tell me.
Yeah, I did.
It's gonna hit the tankers.
You've stopped trains before, right?
Yeah, technically, yes. There's been a couple times where Pete has come to trains, which I'll reference in this on a few occasions. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man PS4 has a case where he is. There is.
Got any ideas?
It's the first time I worked for Austin Davis and he has turned up on the train up. And he tries to essentially web web to each other wall and like put pressure.
Believe we're doing this? Really?
And it turns out not to work.
Last shot.
And again, yeah, but it turns out not to work and you have to end up lifting it onto the ground and tearing apart. People 100% probably, people 100% worth a few bones in that.
Guess you're gonna have to make up a new prophecy.
Before you and I met, one of my Embers told me about his work at Oscorp and this treatment that they had discovered. Who cares, right? A fancy suit that can make you big and strong is just another case of the unworthy trying to cheat death and play God.
Basically.
That's what I thought too. But when devils,
The reason why this is what the reason why I 100% do.
like I prophesied,
Like this should not show up until the after the kicking Venom's butt. Because
Oscorp sent out
two ways you can think of it. Either A, there was a spare version of the symbiote, or B, that is Venom.
I knew it was meant for me.
Wasn't Yuri around here somewhere?
What all this was for?
And when the Crimson Hour rolls over this earth, it shall bring truth.
The whole Carnage thing.
And carnage.
Carnage's name's also name dropped. Oh, that's why Yuri didn't get involved. Her leg's under. She lets him get away. Because for a split second, it looks like she's going after him.
He's gone.
And Pete's
We'll go
in no
underground just like last
condition
time.
to web
But
after
I'll
him.
find him.
You could have killed him. But you saved me instead.
I told you. I'm trying to save the most lives. And you still do that pretty well. You gonna turn me in now? I'll let you know when I find him.
And I'm also going to discuss this.
Flame wanted that train derailed, so he could...
Right as we, you know, web sling back.
get a symbiote. At least we stopped them from taking innocent lives in the process. Hey, Yuri. Do you want help tracking down the Flame?
Thanks, but I need some time to myself. Besides, we've taken down a good chunk of his operation, so he'll be going back to the drawing board. I'll start checking his old aliases. Archie Abel, Walter Wackman, Cletus Cassidy. But this could take months, maybe even years.
I'll be ready when you've got something.
Thanks.
I couldn't turn her in after she saved me. Maybe I...
Again, Pete was never going to turn in Yuri for her stuff. It's the same reason why someone like Superman could very easily turn in Batman, never does. Because at the end of the day, Bruce might be a vigilante and might bend the lines a lot. But Clark still knows he does good. In this scenario, Pete knows Yuri still does good. And she did save his life. She owes her that. Now, getting into my literal rant,
expected.
Because it is going to be around. Guys, unless they've added something since, which in this case, I apologise for the rant that's about to happen. But the last time I played this, and the first time I played this, they name-dropped Carnage, all that lot, and basically said, oh look, Carnage is now in the game. But did nothing with it. Literally. But, like, you never fight him. Unless they've added something new since. No DLC menu. Is there no character menu either? Basically, there's on equipment where it says, like, you got Spider Barrage, Anti-Venom Punch, or Anti-Venom Bomb. There... Anti-Venom Yank, or Anti-Venom Tempest. I don't know why I went with the Whiplash. There is some way to change the color, because I know I know it's only black because like it's the stuff I've got activated, and it was the last the symbiote suit, the black symbiote suit was the last one. So it's that, but yeah, guys, they do nothing with Carnage unless they've done something since and added an update that I forgot about. Which, they've technically updated the game since I first played it, which was the New Game Plus update. But as far as I'm aware, they have not updated the game since. Now, I would be very much surprised if me, like, essentially whinging now, if in, like, a week's time, like an update suddenly comes out and just gives us a Carnage boss fight. Yes. Basically, guys, there's a mission in this game that I do like. I want to say it's my favourite mission out of the Spider-Man games, but the mission's called This Isn't You. Now, if you want to look it up, go for it, I'm not going to stop you. But you've only got to wait till next week to find out. And why I could very easily quickly do something to essentially bolster the time. The last Spider-Man stream to have the whole Spider-Man 2, like Spider-Man PS, like part 1 was like an hour 40. Part 2 was an hour 36. Part 3 was about the same length this is going to be. Well, currently. Part 4 was an hour 35. Part 5 was just over an hour and a half. Part 6 was an hour 40. Part 7 was just over an hour and a half. And Part 8 is just under an hour and a half. But yeah, guys, so annoyingly they didn't do anything with Carnage. Kind of annoyed about that. Next week we're gonna do not all of the game, because I don't think we will, even if I do. Like, I think, like, we'll get to, like, an hour, and then something big will come up, and it'll be like, okay, this is going to take a bit longer than I want it to. We'll save this for part 10. But either way, Spider-Man 2 is the longest Spider-Man game, going based on the fact of streaming for an hour and a... Not even just a case of streaming for an hour and a half. Like... Miles Morales was... Well, Miles Morales Part 2 was, like, just under an hour and 15. So that was short, but most of those... Part 3 was almost 2. So most of those were about an hour and a half each. But, like, PS4 was, for the most part, like, an hour and a half. And that only had 8 parts, and, like, that was the finale. I'm on part 8 now, and I reckon there's still about 2.5 hours worth of gameplay left. Which I know it could stretch for about 3. Guys, I'm saying it now. I think what will happen is part 9 will get so far through.
You're not going to believe this, but as always,
and then part 10 will basically get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm finishing it. So part 10 probably will be a bit longer. But first, manually save. Time to see how much progress we've done. The reason I do essentially show at the end of like this part, the end of the current part, and then at the beginning of the next part, is basically just because now there is like 3-4 days in between each part. Guys, that's only 6% that we've done. So that's still like 20% for the next 2 parts. But again, what I will do is if in part 9 we only get to say 46%, and then I'll basically make a judgment call in part 10, and then say do 2 more parts, but I'm going to try and get it done within 10 parts. But yeah, so guys, that's everything. Thanks for watching. If you're new around here, please like and subscribe. And if you don't like my content in the future, you can always unsubscribe, and they are free. So this is Tigress signing off. See you next time. Bye.